So here we have Braulio Marcelo again. We're going to look at a guard pass and guard defense sequence. Here Marcelo has a 2-on-1, looking for a reaction. You see he's very kind of closed in his approach to Braulio's very dangerous guard right here. So from this 2-on-1, Marcelo's going to release, tapping the knee past, almost like a small version of an X pass. Lands on the side, heavy hips, with that underhook and arm control. Braulio scoops back underneath, trapping Marcelo's hip and leg in this reverse lockdown or reverse scorpion position. Marcelo still has underhook and head control. Hard to get his hips further offline towards the mat as Braulio twists him back. Marcelo extracts the leg, going to a more traditional underhook and head control heavy pass. Braulio has his right arm in framing. Left arm is helping make space as well, not allowing Marcelo to close any of that space he needs, and then is able to recover to a better half guard position here. Reaching the arm between the legs, which can be a little dangerous. If Marcelo were able to pop through, it would be a crucifix position, but he's able to maintain control of the legs here in his guard. Marcelo looking to cut through aggressively, throws his hips past the line of the knees, and is looking to, I think, find some inside space or find the head exposed and get Braulio flat here. It looks to go back to a kind of more traditional half guard position. Braulio shows the back. Marcelo still hunts the crucifix, elbow push escape. He's in this clinch here. Braulio tries to dump and he's able to stay on top. And let's just stop there and go back. This roll is pretty dynamic. There's a lot of exchanges, just great offense and great defense. But here, let's look at this pass. So I'm going to put it in slow motion. You can see just taps the leg past head control, throws his hip flat to the floor to stop Braulio rolling away, and Braulio is able to kind of bridge and sneak that knee inside. He starts to elevate Marcelo's hip, and instead he comes in with that bottom, that right leg, and traps the hip. So similar to the kind of reverse lockdown or reverse scorpion that you see Jake McKenzie do from the half guard, except Marcelo has the dominant upper body position. So Marcelo has the dominant upper body position. Braulio here has the dominant lower body position, I would say, and that he's trapping the Marcelo's hips over his hip. When he goes to twist him back towards the other side, Marcelo does some beautiful improv here and takes that right leg just in without very much space. When Braulio goes to twist him back, he sneaks that right leg through, just incredible dexterity there in the leg, and consolidates starts to build a better hip over the ground, upper body control, half guard pass on the other side. So let's look at that again, that whole thing. So here it comes. So Marcelo's going to tap here and head control, just kind of feeling for the weight. Boom. Taps. He's trying to wedge the knee inside to block the hip. As Braulio keeps moving, he drops his hip to fill that space. Has to almost sprawl inner ankles to the ground like he's finishing a north-south choke as heavy as possible with that underhook and overhook there. Again, just trying to chase the space. Braulio does a beautiful job of recovering. And then that sets up this second and I think really interesting reset of the pass here. So Braulio has essentially been able to tangle Marcelo and this side is going to be done. Marcelo could still win on this side if he could drive his hip more to his left and drive Braulio's knee down to the mat. He could probably find the stability and leverage to free his entangled leg. But Braulio is going to twist almost like the John Wayne sweep. Marcelo externally rotates his hip, opens up, and is able to kind of find his base again on the far side. Underhook and head control, but you see Braulio is very sneaky with that frame that isn't just under the chin. It's actually, he's framing under Marcelo's armpit. So as he starts to invert and swing Marcelo's hip over his hip, he can start to find a little gap. Marcelo tries to switch his hip. Actually, that was really sneaky defense on Braulio's part. Let's look at that again. So when the initial pass, the underhook head control pass isn't working, you see Marcelo turns, and then the focus instead becomes over here for Braulio, not letting that hip get close and closing the gap, and he's able to sneak that elbow back on the inside and then start to bundle up here and defend the position. So that was really the sequence I wanted to look at and to follow how, the pace or the timing of Marcelo's guard pass, and then how he chased the position to maintain his top position while putting pressure on Braulio in the pass. And Braulio had excellent defense here. And then one more time, this roll is available in its entirety on the site. And it's a great roll to study because there's just so much, there's so many exchanges that showed incredible timing on the offense and incredible defense and really smart improvised defensive responses as well to some of these attacks coming from both sides.